Hey guys, good morning. All right, this is going to be a solo practice. Okay, we have a couple of people on Crapsy. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. I am silly. So I have to open it up because I didn't put any bets down. It's a $25 minimum. All right, put your ATS down and here we go. Dice up. Thank you. One, 5, 6, 5. That's a 4, 6, 10 explosion of one of the dice, left die. Go 1, 5, 6, 5. Dice up. 6, 2, 8 secondary. Axis. Going to go to 6-2-6-2 set. Dice up. 1, 2, 3. Secondary. It's a 2 for 2 for 1. Okay. Going to V sets. Dice out. Aces, explosion of the left die. 1, 2, 1, 3. Heart 8. That's second hit. Can't come down. That's implosion of the left eye. For 1 for 1. Four, 5, 9. 1 off axis. Hi Chris, good morning. Four, 5, 4, 5. Nice. 5, 1, 6 or 1, 5, 6. 1, 5, 6. Implosion left. 1, 5, 1, 5. Nice. It's a 5, 3, 8. Five, 3, 5, 3. Ah, come on. Give me a 1, 3, 4. Another 6, 1. Okay. Best kind of 7, I guess. Bit too early, but hopefully you guys made money. Hey Tito, good morning. Dice out. 5, 3, 5, 3 again. 4, 1, 5. 4-1 for 1. That's a 6, 2, 4, 6. Two, 4, 2, 4. 4, 5, 9. Secondary. Those are the two hits. Come down. For 5, dice out. That's a 4, 1, 5. Front line. Yes, I do have craps. It's called DF25. And there's a few people on it. So I don't know if you want to refresh, Tito. Nice. Another 5, 2, 3. Nice. That's a 4, 3, 1. Nice. 3, 4. Can't get anything going. Another 7. Another 4-3. Let's repeat. Here we go, let's go 2-3-6-2. Five, 6, another double pitch. That was a 5. Four, 5, 4, 6 becomes 4, 5, 1, 4. Nice. Alfredo. Aces. It's a pointless game, huh? Six, 5, 5, 1. Let's say 1, 4, 5. One, 4, 3, 1. That's a 5 again. 3, 2. Tito, did you find it? It's about 14 people, so it must be available, right? 3, 2, 5, 3. No, 3, 2, 2, 4. It's a 3, 6, 9. That is a 3, 6, 6, 4. 8, 3, 5, 8. Come down. Three, 5, 5, 4. Three, 2, 5. Double pitch. All right. Three, 2, 2, 4. Two, 4, 6. That's primary. Hey, Bill. I think I like calling you Bill more than Mr. Big Money. It's quite a big name. 2, 4, 4, 3. 4, 5, sorry. 2, 4, 4, 5. Four, 3. On axis, single pitch, 7 out. Yeah. Mr. George. All right, so we had a 10, just made some money. Nothing spectacular happening here, but the only thing I can notice is that we are staying on axis a lot more. Okay, so perhaps it's time to use a V sets and cross sixes. Maybe double pitch them. Let's see. We're going to go for 1 for 5. Double pitch it to 4, 1, 3, 2. Nice out. 5, 1, 6. That's explosion of both dice. Would have been a 7 if we were on hard ways. So it's a 3-5-3-1 set. We double pitch that. 3546, sorry. 3546. Dice out. 246. Secondary. Front line. So 6264 original. 6213 final. Nice out. 145 secondary. Two one two four becomes 2153. Sorry, guys. 358. That's implosion left with a 5, which we like. And we're off the table. Takes us to 1315. We double pitch that. Comes 1362. Dice out. Let's say 246. Implosion of both dice. Thank you. So it takes us back to 6264 set. Double pitch 6213. Nice. That was primary. 617. I was thinking of changing to an 07 set, but it would have been the same result. So, yeah, the results were not suggesting that that was going to be primary. Here we go. Since I had an implosion before, I'm gonna go 6564 original set. Dice out. 3-4. Explosion. Wow, got it wrong. Let's repeat. So we have a choice, 6-5, 6-4, quarter turn to 2-6-3-6. Nice out. 5-3 or 3-5? 3-5. It's a drift, I think. Maybe not. You just think about it. Yeah, drift, okay. So it's a 6-3, 6-5. Unfortunately, I have to go back to original set because I drifted. It's a 6-5. I think that's secondary. 6-3, 6-5, yeah. But we got the 6 anyway, so that's important. 4-6, 4-5. Six, 2, that's a double pitch. And a front line. Three, 6, 3, 2. Nice out. I just thought of it, don't double pitch, 4-3. Don't double pitch, because the last one was a double pitch. Here we go. 3, 6, 3, 2. Just a quarter turn, 3, 6, 5, 3. Three, 6, 5, 3, that's a primary. If I double pitch them, I would have 7th again, so 3, 5, 8. Takes us to 6, 3, 6, 5, quarter turn, 6, 3, 2, 6. Hey man, good morning. That's all. 2-1. Got the ace, but the 2 shouldn't have gotten that. That's explosion. 3 craps. Three, 2, 3, 1 becomes 3, 2, 6, 3. That's a 6, 4, 2. And we're off the table. Six, 4, 6, 2. Quarter turn, 6, 4, 5, 6. Boxcar, 6, 6. Self-correction. Six, 3, 2, 6. Only one muchacho, yep. I wanted to do it, you know, a little practice by myself. That's all. That's a 5, 2, 3. It's a drift, I think. Hi, Canela. Six, 2, 6, 3 goes to 6, 2, 4, 6. That's all. Heart 6, 3, 3. Implosion left. Three, 1, 3, 5 becomes 3, 1, 2, 3. It's a 9-6-3 double pitch. Hey Antonio, good morning. Five, 6, 5, 3 becomes 5, 6, 4, 5. Nice. That's a 4-1-5. I think that's explosion of both. Two, 4, 2, 1 becomes 2, 4, 6, 2. It's a 3 craps, 2, 1, 3. Double pitch. Three, 2, 6, 3. Nice. 1, 5, 6. That's a drift, I think. Three, 1, 2, 3. Hard 10. That's implosion of the left eye. Coming down to basics. In fact, I don't want to put any bets down. I'm happy where I am. 5, 4, 5, 6 becomes 5, 4, 1, 5. That's a 3, 1, 4. Self-correction. 5-3, 5-1 becomes 5-3, 6-5. Nice. Aces. That is the small. That was implosion of the left die again, catching the bottom right die with the ace. So that's nice. Four, 6, 2, 4. That's a 1, 5, 6. It's on axis, but the wrong way. Three, 1, 3, 5 becomes 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice. That's a 4, 5, 9. It's secondary. Takes us to 1, 4, 1, 5, original. 1, 4, 2, 1, final. Nice. Another 5, 4, 1. Primary. Two, 4, 2, 1 becomes 2, 4, 6, 2. It's a 5, 4, 9. Oops. It's a 6, 5, 6, 4 set becomes 6, 5, 3, 6. That's all. 538. Single pitch the wrong way. Front line. One five 1 3 becomes 1 5 4 1. That's all. Heart 6. That was explosion. What was the set? 4 5 1 4 1 5 1 4 1 5 3 5 8. So it was a 1 3 1 5 1 5 1 3. Okay. So it was implosion. 3 1 3 5 becomes 3 1 2 3. That's all. For 5 9. Double pitch. We got the cup. 1 4 1 5 becomes 1 4 2 1. Dice out. Another 5 4 9. But this one is implosion of both dice. Takes us to 6 5 6 4. Yeah, we have a hard check. All right, 6 5 6 4 becomes 6 5 3 6. That's all. That's a 3 1 4. Explosion of the left die. Five 3 5 1 becomes 5 3 6 5. That's all. That's a 5 3 2. Is that secondary or double pitch? Double pitch. Okay. 1312 becomes 1351. Boxcar 6-6. That's a self-correction. Four, 6, 4, 5 becomes 4, 6, 2, 4. Five, 6, yo, implosion of both. That's the full ATS. And a little monster. Took us 30 rolls, okay. So bets are off. Three, 5, 3, 6 becomes 3, 5, 1, 3. Shall we put 5, 5, 5 on it again? Nah. I'm gonna do that, but you know, it's a bit arrogant, I'll be very honest. Here we go. If you want to do the same, just, here we go, dice are up. Three, 5, 1, 3. That's a 6, 2, 4. That's a self-correction, I think. No, it's not. 2, 4, 3, 5. It's actually primary. 2, 4, 6. Okay. It's a frontline winner. Three, 5, 1, 3. So it's at the front of the dice. 2, 4. All right. It's a 1, 2, 1, 4. Becomes 1, 2, 3, 1. Hi, Jen. Nice. That's a 3, 1, 4. Not a good landing, but we got the ace, so that's good. Takes us to 5, 3, 5, 1. Quarter turn 5, 3, 6, 5. Dice out. Another one. That's a 1, 3, 4, which is implosion of both dice. And apparently it's a frontline winner. So we can do cross and cross. Okay. Takes us to 2, 1, 2, 3 set, quarter turn 2, 1, 4, 2. Dice out. Two, 1, 4, 2. That's a secondary 1, 4, 5. Very dangerous, to be honest. Five, 1, 5, 4. Becomes a 5, 1, 3, 5. For 5. That's implosion of the left eye. Okay, we're fine with that. We got the 5 as well. We feel safe. So that takes us to a 1, 4, 1, 5. Quarter turn 1, 4, 2, 1. Nice out. Another 4, 1, 5. Front line. That was primary. It's a 2, 4, 2, 1 set. Quarter turn 2, 1, 2, 4, 6, 2. Nice. Let's say 1, 3. That's a drift. 1, 3, 4. One, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. Quarter turn 2, 1, 4, 2. Dice out. Boxcars, unexpected, 6-6. What was the explosion of the right die? Six three six five becomes 6-3-2-6. Five, 3, 8. That's implosion of both dice. I'm going to go to second regression. Or third one, I don't know. 1-5-1-3 is the original set. 1-5-4-1 final set. Dice up. That's a 9. 6-3-9. Okay, I got the 6 and the 3. That's on axis. That was primary. 6-3, okay. 5-6, 5-3. Becomes 5-6 for 5. Four, 3, 7, with a 6-1 facing the counter. Okay. 3, 5, 6. 5-6, 5-3. Okay. 4, 3, 7. That was explosion of the left die. Okay, so it wasn't a bad idea to regress a little bit. That was a 40 something, 41. Very good roll. Takes us into 73. One more. Hey Sarge, hi man, thank you. We had a fire bet as well, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, I didn't see that one. Not bad. All right, let's take a minute. Here we go. Six, 2, 4, 6 from a 6, 2, 6, 3. The reason why I'm sharing the sets with you is to demonstrate the consistency of the changes that we do. We remain within the same subset of the dice family, And we do the quarter turns in exactly the same way. Dice out. It's a 3-1-4. It's okay, Jen. It happens. So that's a 5-3-5-1 original set. Quarter turn 5-3-6-5. Dice out. That's a 5-3-2-5. That's a double pitch on axis. 280, okay. Across and inside. So that takes us to 1-3-1-2 set. Quarter turn 1-3-5-1. Dice out. Yeah. Oh, we're turning a lot. So 6-1, 1-6. Ah, got caught there. Okay, too short to call it a roll. 4, 5, and 7. Let's try again. We're either going to double pitch the set or we're going to keep it primary. One of the two things. Let's keep it primary, it's easier. 6-5, 6-4. We're allowed a PSO, right? Now and then. 6-5, 6-4, dice out. It's a 3-5-8 drift. Six, 3, 6, 5. Dice out. Let's say 6-5, yo. Secondary. Takes us to 4-6-4-5. Dice out. 5-3-8. That's implosion left. And apparently it's a frontline winner. One, 5, 1, 3. Nice out. Nice out. 3, 4, 7 on the come out. Was okay. The 3 was implosion. The 4 was at the front of the die, at the right die. I think it's too soon for me to make these changes. 1, 5, 1, 3. Another one, 4, 3, 7. Okay. So let's go 6, 5, 6, 3. Nice out. That's a 2, 6, 8 secondary. I'm sorry to hear that, Mama Bear. 3, 2, 3, 6. That's a 3, 2, 5. Explosion of the right die. Come down. So 6, 3, 6, 2. Nice. It's a 1, 2 secondary. 3, 1, 3, 2. Nice. That's a 6, 3, 9 secondary. 2623. There's Ah! Come on. 347. Okay. And on that sad note, we have to end it. I guess we're at 86 rolls. I believe that was okay. Let's go and see stats and see what they're saying. Divide by 0 now. Okay. So let me just see what the roll quality was for me. I'll just display roll quality. 10.31. I have to fix one of the let me see. $10.31 was the roll quality. 7.2 means 20% better than random. 12.3 means about 40% better than random in terms of how long the rolls were. And I think that comes from the 41 roll as opposed to the 9 or the 10 or the 7 or the 6 or the 10. So we had one roll which was a disaster for 2 hits and down, but apart from that it was okay. Inside numbers were okay. 5 was dominant with the 9 and the 8. 6 was okay. 10 and 4. 4 was okay, I guess. The 10 was a bit, you know. We had a full ATS which gave us all those 7, 9, 6 plus a lot of repeaters. Probably, I'm not sure. So let's go to Crapsy and see who did what. We should have some really good winners here. My God, Bill, 46, well done. Talent Stats 12949. Myself at 7181. Mrs. Big Money 1836. Boggs 1500. Tito is up 1496 from original. Medrello, well done. Like almost 4 times his bankroll. Caniela up 1000. Incognito up 769. Present play 500. Fish Pig 275. 225. 65.49 and driver mark on 15. That's it. 34, 15 out of 34 is not even 50%. Why? I would have expected you guys to make some money, at least another 2 of you. Anyway, Mama Bear down. We know why she was playing a don't. I don't know whether you guys were playing don't or not, so I can't judge. Larry's down a few thousand. Skill is down. Maybe playing the don't doesn't work. Lost about 2,200 last 2 shooters. So sorry about that. I tend to be. I'm always trying to be a light side shooter. So I think most of the time I do well, or I would say statistically better than random. But having said that, I'm never going to interfere with anybody's sort of type of play. And of course, you guys, you play a lot more casino action, real action than I do. So probably you're more exposed to short rolls as opposed to long ones. So I don't know. Is that being arrogant? I apologize. I don't want to be arrogant. But we do practice, and the reason why we practice is that when we actually get to a casino, we do better than somebody who is a sort of casual tourist. The one time I go down, you got back shot. The second hit out made me nervous, always light sides. Okay. All right. Big Money Ray was up to 21,475. He did not listen. All in, all gone. Okay, so I don't know if we can have a small conversation, a tiny conversation about. Sorry, Jen. So I don't know whether we can have a very, very short conversation on why do we have this competitive thing going on in Crapsy? Because at the real casino, I have never ever seen somebody being competitive and looking at somebody else's sort of rail to see how much they've got in that fashion. If I look at somebody having made a lot of money, I'll be very happy for him. End of. So why do we get this Crapsy competition where everybody's, saying, oh, there is too many rebuys, or oh, this guy had so much and he lost so much. Let's not do that. Let's just be, how should I put this? There's two sides to it. There's the side of how much money do I really have and how much am I willing to bet. And then there is this other side where you say, well, down to the table. The table is doing well. I blame the free tourney contest swag in Crapsy. I don't know what that means. I really don't know what that means. Are you talking about other channels that, the top 6 people get something? People like to, of course, yeah. I understand that, but this is not that game. I mean, the reality of it is not. If we go around the table, a real table, what do we expect to happen? We expect everyone to have great roles so that everyone can make money. And if we take $300 to the table and we double it, that's it. That's fantastic stuff. Okay. So if I take $3,000 and I double it to 6, perfect. But nobody's going to, say, oh, he got more than me. Well, that person invested more than you. Yeah, I know, Jen. I know you are. I know you do. And you're quite conservative, and I respect that. That's why I always sort of look at how you did to judge how the table did. I do encourage people when they practice to have slightly bigger bets on the table. Not because they're going to do the same thing when they go to the casino, but to understand the pressure. Because if you're playing, let's say, minimum bets, it doesn't represent the pressure that you're going to face at the casino. Even that little, fake pressure that you might get when you're actually betting on Crapsy. I do recommend it. Go a bit higher than what you would usually do, so that when you're actually at the casino with your real bets, which are lower, you're more relaxed. And you can follow through with your strategies, I guess. But that's a psychological thing right now. I'm not promoting any strategy. I don't know anything about strategy, guys. I don't mind rebuys. Some people have bigger bankrolls than me. Sure. Look, if there is something I've learned in my life is this. There's always somebody bigger than you. There's always somebody who has more money than you, more power than you, more knowledge than you. That's why I tend to stay as humble as I possibly can. Okay, got you, John. So, I don't know, it's something I've noticed. It's kind of bothering me. It's not taking up my day, but when we're playing along and I see, these huge investments in rebuys, I'm thinking to myself, okay, there's something wrong in this. And ultimately, it does put a little bit of pressure on me as well, or I feel bad about it afterwards, but it shouldn't bother me, because like it shouldn't bother any shooter. People take decisions on how to play, and it's their money. We should respect that. So it's their decision making. Okay. Well, okay, Bill, if I may say something here. I try to share some real ideas about how to set your dice and how to throw your dice, how to grip your dice. But I'm not the strategy channel. Just don't pray when people rebuy 20x. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts with you. True, very true. I don't know. I guess I can't fault anyone. I mean, it's not my place. Anyway, on that note, guys, thank you so much. Have a restful evening. I'll catch you in another one. This is George. Respectfully, dice are out.